How I rebuilt my finances after a setback might sound like a fairy tale, but I can tell you right now, it's a real story. And if you stick with me through this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I turned things around from a major financial mess to rebuilding not only my savings, but my mindset, step by step. Trust me, by the end of this, you'll have a clear game plan for getting your own finances back on track after a setback. It might even be easier than you think, and I'll show you how. The first thing I want to talk about is mindset. Most people think the key to financial recovery is all about cutting expenses or investing in the next big thing. But in reality, the biggest shift I had to make was in my mindset. See, after the setback, I started doubting my own ability to bounce back. I was focused on what I lost instead of what I could rebuild. The key realization I had was this: setbacks don't define your future, your next move does. It's not about what happened, it's about how you respond. That mental shift was the first step to rebuilding. And it's a shift I see so many people miss. Next, I tackled debt. Now, this is where most people think they have to do a deep dive into budgeting apps and spreadsheets, but I took a different approach. I didn't just focus on paying off the smallest debt first, or trying to scrape by with the lowest payments. I went for the high-interest debt. It was painful at first, but by knocking out the biggest monthly drain on my finances, I freed up more cash to focus on what really mattered: investing in my future. Here's the thing: paying off high-interest debt is a must. Don't wait, because as long as that debt exists, it's holding you back from being financially free. Trust me on that one. Then, I started rebuilding my emergency fund. I know, it sounds basic, but this is a step so many people overlook. And I mean, really rebuilding it, not just putting a few $100 here and there and calling it a day. You need at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses sitting there in cash, so you have a buffer to weather any storm that might come your way. That buffer will give you freedom. It takes away the anxiety of living paycheck to paycheck, and it's absolutely essential when you're rebuilding your finances. But here's something really important that a lot of people miss when rebuilding: investing. After I got out of debt and had an emergency fund in place, I didn't stop there. I didn't let fear of losing another dime stop me from investing again. And here's the trick: it wasn't about risking everything I had. It was about starting small, diversifying, and educating myself. I learned about the stock market, real estate, and other investments that could give me passive income. I didn't let the fear of the market's ups and downs derail my plans. If you're serious about rebuilding your finances, investing is non-negotiable. It's the path to wealth, and you need to start small and stay consistent. So why should you keep watching till the end? Because there's something critical I want to share with you that will make all of this work even faster. It's something most financial gurus don't talk about, but it's the secret I use to accelerate my recovery. I'll drop that little nugget in just a moment, so stay tuned. Now, another piece of the puzzle was learning how to budget, and not just any budgeting. Most people use old-school methods that feel restrictive, but I needed flexibility. I set a budget based on my values and priorities, not on some rigid rule book. This allowed me to cut back on things that didn't bring me joy, without feeling like I was sacrificing my quality of life. It's about finding balance and being intentional with where your money goes. Once I had that system in place, I was able to grow my savings while still enjoying life. You don't need to live like a monk to rebuild. Just be intentional with your choices. And here's the big tip: automation. I automated everything: bill payments, savings transfers, and even some of my investments. This ensured that I stayed on track without thinking about it every day. It made the process effortless. If you're not automating your financial life yet, it's time to start. You'll be amazed at how much simpler things get when you set it up once and let it work for you. Finally, if this video has given you value, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's important to me that you get honest, valuable content that doesn't come with hidden incentives like affiliate commissions. If you want to support content that's genuinely about helping you succeed, subscribing is the best way to do that.